Hey, welcome guys. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest, and it's 1961, Milwaukee at San Francisco. We are at Candlestick Park. Let me tell you about the date. It is, where is the date? Saturday the 13th of May, 1961. The Giants are 12-12, and the Braves are 11-10. In this game, we've got Bob Buell, who is no one-loss record here that I'm seeing, but he must have a one-loss record. Let me look at his card. Well, right now it's Juan Marichal on the mound for San Francisco, and he is 3-0 with a 1.78 ERA, so he's having a whopper of a season, and he's going to be facing Willie Mays. Let's do it. All right, a 60. Oh, we're rolling the wrong dice. Yes, sirree. It's a different game. All right, here goes. And it's a 35. That'll be off the batter card. And out a fly ball left field. Under it is Cepeda. For the Giants, the outfield is Cepeda, Mays, and Felipe Alou. The infield is from third to first is Davenport, Pagan, Hiller, and McCovey. Behind the plate is Bailey. And on the mound is Juan Marichal. This is Deep Drive Baseball. Super easy to play. $15 for a season. You get all the players. Can't go wrong. 99. Oh boy. 99 is going to be an out on the pitcher's card. That 5 is a slow ground ball to shortstop. And Pagan charges, barehands it, fires to first, and in time to get Frank Bowling for out number 2. Next up is Eddie Matthews, the left-hander. Here's the pitch from Marichal. And a 76, and that'll be a defensive lookup. We've got to move some stuff over to the side here. Let's see where we've got a lot of different games out here, sir. Lots of different games. Okay, that's 2001. Let's open this up for 1961. I think we got to open up. Yep, we got it here. Okay, that was defense. So we're going to roll against 69, and that is in the error section. 69 is going to be a ground ball to first base. That first baseman is McCovey. And 69, like I said. If McCovey's I believe he's a 2, and that'll be an E3. McCovey is a 2, so he'll boot it. So ground ball to McCovey, and McCovey boots it for an error, so it's an E3, and that puts Matthews on. And here comes Henry Aaron. And the pitch, and I do have a 59 replay going with Stratomatic. That's an 83. That'll be off the pitcher card. A 4 is going to be a ground ball second base. He flips to the shortstop covering for a 4-6 fielder's choice to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. His name is Jim Davenport. Pretty good third baseman. Bats 278. In the replay, he's batting 296, 54 bats. It's a 15, and that'll be ball 4. So if he manages a walk, trots on down to first base. It's Chuck Hiller. The pitch to Hiller, an 88 will be, and a 1 is popped up left side, and that is Eddie Matthews is there under it and makes the catch in fair territory. So 1 away. Willie Mays now. Willie Mays, that's one of the reasons I'm playing the 61 San Francisco Giants. He's batting 273, 99 at bat, 6 home runs. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 23, which will be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 outs, and it's Willie McCovey. The pitch by Buell, and that's a 0-6. Ooh, that's line base hit, and that's going to send Davenport to third with 2 outs. He was running on contact. And here's Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda's having a whopper. That's my big word for the night. Whopper of a season. 382, 102 at bats, 8 home runs. Here's the pitch from Buell. And that's a 38, which will be a 5, which is a hard hit ground ball up the middle. Bowling gets there, flips to McMillan, and that's a 4-6 put out to end the first. We go to the top of the second inning. Adcock leads off. Joe Adcock, I remember him with the Yankees. That's a 78 with a 1, and that's an out off the pitcher card. Popped up left side. Davenport under it. 1 down. So Adcock pops it up. Here's Frank Thomas with a 21. Struck him out. High heat gets Thomas. And it's Roy McMillan, a top fielding. The other day somebody was asking me about, are there any 5s? And here's one. Shortstop Roy McMillan, 1961. He's a 5 at shortstop. And that's a 0-5. That's going to be line base hit up the middle. And here is Charlie Lau. Had to pull his card from Baltimore with an 84, and that'll be a 6, which is grounded to second base. Flip to the shortstop, and that retires the side. Bottom of the second, no score. Felipe Alou against Bob Buell. And a 50, that's going to be a deep drive off Alou's card, and that 2 is going, he's a righty, so that 2 is going to put him in the advantage. And a 48 is going to be a drive down the line. Fair ball into the corner. Frank Thomas plays it off the carom, and he's going to get it to the cutoff guy, McMillan. And in standing at second base is Felipe Alou. And decent speed. Here's Ed Bailey now, left-handed batter. The pitch, and that's a 69, which will be a swing and a miss. Got him out in front of that curveball. Jose Pagan now with a runner at second base, who gets his lead. Buell looks over there, and Pagan is ready. Lau gives him the sign and the pitch from Buell, and that's a 21, which will be a line drive and caught. Now, this could be a double play. If I roll 0-0 to 0-9, and no, close, but no cigar. So it's ripped and caught by the shortstop McMillan, L6. 2 outs, and here's Juan Marichal. See if he can help his own cause. Here's the pitch, and that is a 45, which will be an out on the batter card. A 2 will be a slow tapper right back to the mound. Buell off the mound, picks it up, throws the first in time to retire the side. We go to top of the third. Deep drive baseball, 1961. San Francisco Giants replay. Leading off is going to be Buell. And that is a 58. And that is a slow ground ball. And that is through. Nobody can reach that ball despite it didn't have a lot of velocity. But it got through the infield somehow. So Buell is on at first base. He's, wait a second. What was I doing? Oh, I should have been looking up here. Okay. Hold on a second here. Who was I looking at? Well, it's a strikeout. So we take all that back. I looked at the wrong card. It's a strikeout. And there's 1 out in the inning. All right. And here's the leadoff hitter, Willie Mays. And that's a 14, which will be a base on balls. So Mays on at first. Frank Bowling. Now there's another 5. Look at that. Another 5 here in 1961. Frank Bowling. And he makes a good bunter. We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna swing away. 0-0. We're lucky we chose that with the 2, and that's going to be a 52, which is going to be a drive in the gap, and that's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. May is going to, very fast. He should be able to score easily. We're going to roll. Let's see what happens, and he scores. RBI double by Frank Bowling. So 1-0. 1 out, runner at second base, and here's Eddie Matthews, who we're not going to walk him. We're going to pitch to him 38, and that'll be a 5, which is a ground ball to short. Pagan looks at Bowling back to second base. 6-3, 2 away. And here's Henry Aaron. I could walk Henry Aaron. Aaron did bat 327. I'm going to walk Aaron here in the top of the third, a little bit early, and pitch to Babcock. The pitch, and a 73 will be a defensive check. So we roll that die, and it's a 28, and the 28 will be in the range area, left field. If my left fielder is at least a 3, he will make the catch. Cepeda, I believe, is actually a 4 out there. Let's see if I remember correctly. He is a 4 in left field, so he makes a nice running catch. Got a good jump on that ball right off the bat, and got to it quickly to end the inning. But the Braves pick up a run. That was a good move, walking Hank Aaron. That was a good move. Davenport's up now. That's who I looked at before when I made that mistake. Okay, 54. That's going to be a line drive, base hit. So Rips went to left, played on a hop by Frank Thomas. Oh, he bobbles it, and Davenport considered trying for second, but changed his mind and goes back to first. Chuck Hiller now. And the pitch, a 95, and that'll be with an 8. That is a fly ball left field. Frank Thomas under it. Squeezes it for out number 1. Back to first goes Davenport. Now, could I steal with Davenport? Let's see. He had 4 stolen bases. Nope. All right, here's Willie Mays, the pitch, and a 95. And that will be a fly ball to right field. Right center field. Aaron and May come together, but it's May who calls them off. And that's 2 outs. And here's Willie McCovey, the pitch by Buell with an 81 and a 3. And that'll be an out. Grounded to third. Matthews fires to first in time to retire the side. 1-0. We're at the top of the 4th. Okay, so we're playing the Braves versus the Giants, 1961. We're at Candlestick Park. Score is 1-0. And we got Juan Marichal on the mound for the Giants. And it's Bob Buell for the Braves. Now, Buell's an 11, so those are the points that he's allowed. And Marichal's also an 11. So both of them, they're not going to go particularly deep into this game, I don't think, unless they're pitching a shutout or something to that effect. Frank Thomas is up. Let's roll those dice. Top of the 4th. And that's an 85. That'll probably be an out off the pitcher card, and it is. It's lined and caught by the first baseman, McCovey. Reaches up, barely had to jump. Has that height. What is he, 6'6" or 6'7"? 1 down. Marichal gets the sign. He's ready. Winds and deals. And that is a 68, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Roy McMillan chases the ball out of the zone. He does strike out. And here's Charlie Lau, left-handed hitter. Pitch, and that's going to be a deep drive. Chart with a 2 and a lefty will qualify for the ballpark advantage. So let's roll on Charlie Lau's ballpark, and that's a 50, which is a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. And there's a 2-out double for Lau. Gets into second base standing. But that brings up the pitcher. Marichal, 64, and that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We're playing deep drive baseball. A lot of fun. Straightforward, a little bit of Stratomatic. It's got an element of that. It's got the simplicity and the card style of, let's say, an APA, very clean, uncluttered look, very large font, easy to read. And then, of course, it's got this deep drive chart, which reminds me a little bit of Status Pro, where they have I think it's a BD, is it? A BD number on the batters, that they get this special chart that's a little bit separate, and that sort of thing. So anyway, all right, here is Orlando Cepeda. He's in our replays bag, 379. So it's an 89 and a 1, and that's popped up. Left side, Matthews. He calls off the shortstop. Makes the catch. 1 down. Felipe Alou is next. And it's an 82. Remember, like and subscribe my channel. That's going to be an out off the... It's a drive to center field. On the run is Aaron, and Aaron chases it down for out number 2. Here's Ed Bailey. He bats from the left side. In reality, he batted .245, and the replay's batting .305. So he's having a good start of the season. That's a 72, and that's going to be a defensive role. And a 59 will take us to the pitcher error rating. And the pitcher is what? He is a fielding column 4, and he makes a nice play. And over to first, and that retires the sign. So nice play by Buell. Reaches out for that ball quickly. And gets the out. Top of the 5th. 1-0 Braves. Here's Willie Mays. He's the leadoff batter for the Braves. Pitch from Marichal, and that's a 91 with a 9, and that's a fly ball center field. Mays comes in a couple steps and under it and squeezes it for out number 1. Here is Bowling. Right-handed hitter with a 67. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Eddie Matthews, big Eddie Matthews he batted .306 in that season with 32 home runs. And a 30 will be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Go to the bottom of the 5th. So this game plays very quickly as well. Bob Buell versus Jose Pagan, the shortstop. With a 27, that'll be a 5, which is a hard hit ball up the middle. And Bowling gets to it, plants, and over to first in time. 1 down, 1 Marichal now. And that's a 36 off Marichal with a 4, and that is, again, a hard hit ball. This time to Bowling's left, and Bowling gets there and throws him out. So 2 nice plays by the second baseman, Bowling. And now it's Davenport. Pitch to Davenport with an 89, and that'll be a 2, which is a tapper right back to the mound. Buell over to first. Go to the top of the 6th. 1-0. Braves. Here's Henry Aaron. And that's a 23, which is a defensive role. And a 64 will be a catcher. So, catcher's Bailey. Let's see what he is. I think Bailey's a 2. Yep, he is a 2. So a 64 will give us the results of an error. So a little nubber in front of the plate. Bailey pounces on it and fumbles it, and he throws the first, and Aaron beats it out. And that's going to be, official score says E2. So Aaron is on at first. And here's a pitch to Joe Adcock, a 69, and he checks his swing to check with the first base umpire, and he rings him up, and Adcock does not like that call by the umpire. Here's Frank Thomas, has good power, 27 home runs, a 281 batting average, and 1 Marichal gets the sign, looks over at first at Aaron. Let's see if Aaron steals. Does he have any stolen bases? We could send him if he does. I don't know. It's a good time to do that. He has 21 stolen bases, so he will try to go. He's an 11. Marichal is a +1. Bailey doesn't have a number from what I remember, so that's going to be a 12. So we roll 2d10s, and we want less than 12. And that is an 11. So there he goes, the throw down, not in time, stolen base. So that puts an insurance run in scoring position with 1 out here for Frank Thomas, and we will pitch to Frank Thomas. Here's Marichal with the pitch, and that's a 51. That's a deep drive with a 4. Oh, that's trouble. And a 50, that's going to be way back to left field. Back goes Cepeda to the track, to the wall, looks up, and that's gone. It's out of here. 2-run shot. And the Braves take a 3-0 lead. I knew that was going to happen. I had a feeling. Here's Roy McMillan. Pitch 62, and that'll be ball 4. Roy McMillan's on at first. Here's Lau. Lau's a good hit and run guy. We're gonna send the runner, and that's a 74, which will be a defensive result on the hit and run. Do not remember what that is. Let's see if we grab that. Hit and run, defensive results. Roll on defensive chart. Okay, we roll on defensive chart. That's pretty simple. So let's do that. That's annoying. All right, it's a 66 on the defensive chart, and that's going to be, again, in front of the plate. And it's going to be another error on the catcher. That's 2 errors on the catcher, which is highly unlikely, highly unusual. But the dice did roll off the table, and when I threw it back on there, it knocked the other die over to a 6, and it ended up being a 66. Last time I think I rolled a 60 something else. Anyway, all right, so that's another error. So it's first and second. And we could send the runner. If he's very fast, I would send him to third. He's very slow, so he does not go to. He stops at second base. All right, here's the pitcher, and we're going to bunt with the pitcher. And that's a 49 with a 5, and that's possibly a good bunt. We may be able to, let's see who it's to. It's to 9. And let's see who that result is to, because this makes a difference. We may be able to get the runner at third base. So a 9 is the third baseman. So we may have the wheel play on. The third baseman, Davenport's a 4, and he's a very slow runner. So then we're going to look at the bunt chart. So there's a sub chart here. Very slow runner against a 4. 0 to 7, we get the guy at third base. So we will roll. Oh, and we don't again. It's a fielder's choice, and he is safe at third. Bases are loaded. Wow, that's too bad. We had the numbers. Bases are loaded now, and I think we're gonna. Let's see. We're gonna keep Marichal in there. It's only the 6th inning, so he's gone 5 1/3. All right, we are going to bring the infield in. Pitch to Willie Mays with a 21, and that'll be a defensive result with a 55, and that's going to be a tapper right back to the mound. And he's going to go home 1 away. If it's a very slow runner, and he is very fast, so there's no chance to get him at first base. So it's a 1-2 fielder's choice. Tapper right back to the mound. Pitcher goes home with it. It's a force out and no throw to first. All right, and now it's bowling. So Juan Marichal needs to get bowling out here. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. 3-0 Braves. Here's the pitch to bowling. And an 85. He will get out of the inning with a fly ball to right field. Alou is under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. But they pick up a couple of runs. They lead at 3-0. 3-0 Braves over the Giants. And it's Chuck Hiller leading off against Bob Buell. In the bottom of the 6th inning, here's a pitch. And it's a 15, which will be a base on ball. So Hiller is on. Willie Mays is next. And a 29er will be a 3, which is a slow ground ball to first base. And that'll allow Hiller to advance to second base. And Willie McCovey now. Pitch to Willie McCovey with a 23. Swing and a miss. Got him with the high heat. And Orlando Cepeda, dangerous Orlando Cepeda with a 78. That'll be a 2, which is a tapper right back to Buell. Over to first, and that retires the side. So pretty easy inning for Buell. We go to the top of the 7th. Score is 3-0 Braves. Braves are going to bring up Eddie Matthews to lead off the inning against Juan Marichal. He's still in there. We can start calculating. He's gone, 7's gone through the order, I'd say 3 times, so that's 10. Giving up a run, that's 11. So he would be tired in this inning. Let me double check how many batters he's faced. He's faced 29, so that's 3 times through the lineup. So yes, he is tired. We're going to bring in a new pitcher here, and it's going to be Miller. Miller's coming in. Stu Miller is his name. Let's see how's he doing for us. 2.87 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 13 games. He will be facing Eddie Matthews. All right, let's finish this up. We are at the top of the 7th. It's 3-0 Braves. And it's Stu Miller. versus Eddie Matthews. And I'm thinking that I may have been able to pull one extra inning from Marichal, but it makes no difference. No big deal. 95, that's going to be an out. 3 is a grounded at first base, and McCovey takes it himself for the first out. So they retire Eddie Matthews easily, which is always good. For the Giants, here's the pitch to Henry Aaron, a 78, and that's going to be an 8, which is a drive to left field. Cepeda with a couple steps back. He's under it. Out number 2, and here's Joe Adcock. And a 79, and that'll be a 9, which is a shallow fly ball center field. Mays rushing in, and Mays with the nice running catch. Got a good read on that ball right off the bat. Usually center fielders take a step back and then realize that it's not hit as hard as they thought. But not in this case. So Joe Adcock is retired. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch, and it's going to be Felipe Alou leading off against Bob Buell. Bob Buell is good. He's gone 6, hasn't given up a run, been through the lineup. Let's see how many times he's been through the lineup. Buell has faced 23 batters. He's been through the lineup only twice, so he's still good. Fresh. Oh, this is going to be a deep drive. And we're going to look in. Oh, that's way back, and that is ball is gone. 3-1. Felipe Alou connects, and that will be Felipe Alou's 5th home run of the season. So he left that fastball over the plate, and Felipe Alou jumped all over it, drove it to left field, and Frank Thomas did nothing but look up. Here is Ed Bailey. Ed Bailey with a 10, which is a base on ball, so Bailey now is on base, and he's very slow, so he won't be doing anything fancy. Here's Jose Pagan, the pitch, and that's a 30 with a 3, and that is a ground ball first base. Adcock goes to second for 1, back to first, not in time. Pagan turned on the Jets and beat it. So it's a 3-6 fielder's choice. And it's Stu Miller's spot now, so only 1 out. We will bring up a pinch hitter. It will be Matty Alou. And he's ready to roll. Here's the pitch. And that's a 35 with a 9. That's popped up center field to Aaron. He's there. 2-away. Jim Davenport now. 2 out, 1 on. 3-1. Pitch from Buell. And that's a 27, a defensive check, which is a 92. And that'll be, ooh, that's the left fielder. He needs to be at least a 3. Frank Thomas, and Frank Thomas is a 2, so that's going to be an error. Ball that hits off his glove for a 2-base error, it looks like. Rolls away from Thomas. Sticking for third is Pagan. Going to second base is Davenport, so that's a 2-base error on the left fielder, Frank Thomas. And it brings up Chuck Hiller. And here's the, and you know what? Do we pinch hit here? We can go for a Landreth. We don't really have anybody that's a better hitter. Got a couple of righties, but I want to stick to the lefty. All right, a pitch by Buell, and that's going to be a 62, which is ball 4. That loads the bases. Uh-oh. So Buell's in a little bit of trouble here all of a sudden. Been coasting in this game, but here is Willie Mays with the bases loaded, and Buell now has gone 6, given up a run. That's 7. Gone through the lineup 3 times. That's 10. So he's still okay. He's in 11. He's got 11 points. He's consumed 10. So we're going to leave him in to face Willie Mays. Here's the pitch. And that is a 57, which is a line base hit. And that's only going to bring in 1 run. Now, let's check Davenport. That's what's important here. Davenport is with 2 out, a fast runner. We're going to get a chance to score him. We're going to kind of try to score him, and he is safe. So the game is tied. So it's a 2-run single for Willie Mays. And the game is tied. Stopping at second base is Hiller. And that's going to bring up Willie McCovey. We're going to go to a lefty here. So we're going to call on the Braves bullpen. All tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 7th. And we got Moorhead. Call on Moorhead. I should have him available in the deck. Let me look and see where. Ah, there the Braves. Okay. Let's see if we can pull out Moorhead from this ton of cards here. That's the nice thing about this game. You get all the players. And helpers, it comes in handy because I don't know what happened in the series before this series. So it tells me, you know, who's tired and who isn't tired, which is a big advantage. So when I make decisions on who to call on, you know, I'm making a fair decision. In other words, I'm taking into consideration the previous series against another team. And so I'm looking for Moorhead. I'm not seeing him. Got a lot of pitchers on here. There he is. Seth Moorhead, the lefty. He's going to come in and face Willie McCovey. And here's the pitch. And that's a 73, which will be a swing and a miss. And he gets McCovey to chase to end the inning. So now we're going to bowling. Bowling for dollars is coming in. New pitcher for the Giants. Bobby Bowling. And we are good to go here. It's Frank Thomas. And the pitch from Bowling with 33, and that's off the batter, but it's a hard hit ball to second base. Hiller makes the play over to first in time. Roy McMillan, 1 away. It's all tied up at 3, 49, and a 3 will be a bouncer to first. McCovey flips to the pitcher, Bowling covering. 2 out. And here is Lau, Charlie Lau, the pitch. And a 25 with a 9 is a fly ball center field. Mays, a couple of feet to his left. And under it makes the catch, and that retires aside. A 1-2-3 inning for Bowling. And it's going to be, Moorhead is still in there. He's going to be facing Orlando Cepeda. And a 52, that's a deep drive. Oh boy, Orlando Cepeda's got some power. And that's a 72, but that's going to be off the top of the wall. So he drives a deep left center field off the top of the wall and into second base standing is Cepeda with a double. So leadoff double here for Cepeda. Now it is Felipe Alou. Pitch, and it's a 76. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ed Bailey. Ooh, he's a lefty. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Bailey. It's going to be Keene. Harvey Keene is going to come in. Hit for Bailey. Here's the pitch to Keene. And that is a 93. Ooh, just misses the wild pitch and becomes a 4, which is a slow grounder to second base. Cepeda will go to third, and that puts the go-ahead run at 90 feet away for Pagan, Jose Pagan. And the pitch, and it's a 36. That's going to be an out. That's going to be popped up with an M. That's so it's middle infield. That's I do. How do I do that? So I do. The left side is even and the right side is odd. All right. So that's popped up. Middle infield, shortstop gets it. And that retires this. So no, that's 2 outs now. Wait. Oh yeah, it didn't register. That's what happened. So it's a pop-up to shortstop. And that ends the inning. That's what I thought. We'll get a new catcher for the Giants. It's going to be Landreth, Hal Landreth. And Moorhead is up, but we are going to bring up against Bowling on the mound, who is a righty. We're going to grab a lefty, Spangler. we're grabbing a Spangler, let's see if we should, there he is. He's a lefty specialist, which means if I had a lefty on the mound, the lefty on the mound would get an advantage, would get a pitcher advantage, but I don't have a lefty, it's a righty, and here's the pitch to Spangler. And that's going to be an 80, which he'll be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. So that's, I think, the third strikeout by, oh no, that was, I'm thinking of Moorhead. No. So bowling also strikes out a ton of guys. Has good numbers for strikeouts. Willie Mays now, nobody on, 1 out, pitch. And a 61 is going to be ball 4. Bowling does walk a ton of guys. Got almost 10 numbers. So, we're going to hit and run. There goes the runner, and that's a 12, which is a base on balls. That's, ooh, on a hit and run, a base on balls is going to be, check the modifier. Modifier is a 2, a foul ball, so that's foul back. We are going to let him swing away, and that's a 40 with a 6, and that was a bad choice because that's a tailor-made double play. Began to Hiller to McCovey, 6-4-3 double play. And the Giants are out of the inning. All right, bowling is up, but we're going to see a pinch hitter for him, and we need a new pitcher as well. So it's going to be McMahon coming in. Again, I'm looking through the cards, grabbing McMahon. He's not there. Oh, there he is. All right. Don McMahon. He's like the Braves ace, Don McMahon is. And we got pitcher up, and we're going to bring in a lefty. It's going to be Marshall. It is 3-3. Not getting Marshall. Marshall just joined the team. I don't see him. Pitcher, left fielder. Oh, Jim Marshall. There he is, pinch hitter. That's his position, pinch hitter. All right, here's McMahon against Jim Marshall, lefty specialist. And it's a 30, which will be a line drive and caught by Adcock, L3, for the first out of the inning. Next up is top of the order, Davenport. And Davenport with a 35 and an 8 will be a fly ball right field. And May takes a couple steps back. He's under it. 2 away. And Chuck Hiller now. Pitch by McMahon. Swing. 81 with 2. And that is tapped right back to the mound. McMahon up with it. Throws the first. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 inning for Don McMahon. So we got a new pitcher. We're in the 10th inning. That's free baseball, gentlemen. And it's going to be Odell is coming in. So let me grab Odell quickly. All right, lefty Odell is up. Let's do it. Here's the pitch, and that's an 88. That'll be a fly ball, right field. Alu is out there, makes the catch. 1 down. Henry Aaron is next. It's all tied at 3 here at the top of the 10th, and 62 will be base on balls. So Aaron walks, and he did try to steal. You know what? He already stole. So, all right. Here's Joe Adcock, runner on 79, and that's going to be a 3, which is a ground ball third base. Going to go to second for 1. Gets the force, and they don't get more. And 2 outs, 1 on. Adcock, and here's Frank Thomas, the pitch, and that's an 89 with a 2, which is a tapper right back to Odell over to first, and that retires the side. 3 up, well, not 3 up, 3 down. One man reached. And here's Willie Mays against Don McMahon. Pitch, and that's a 38, which will be a pop-up second base. Right there's bowling, 1 way. Next up is Willie McCovey, the pitch, and a 52 is a deep drive. Oh no, it's line base hit. McMahon does not give up a lot of home runs, so he turned that into a single. Nice, good pitch. And Cepeda with a 44, which with a 9, that's a fly ball. Aaron comes over and under it, 2 down. And now it's Philippe Alou. And that is a 14, which will be a base hit. Stopping at second will be McCovey. And Landreth is up. I don't even grab his card before. 2 on, 2 out. Catcher Hobie Landreth. I think I called him Hal. All right, and here is the pitch. And that is a 94, which will be an out. A 2 is a tapper to McMahon. He'll make the play, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 11th. McMillan is leading off. Roy McMillan against Billy Odell, the pitch. And that is a 19, which will be a swing and a man. Struck him out. Charlie Lau, lefty on lefty. 96, which will be an 8, and that is a fly ball to right. 2 down. Luke makes the catch, and it's McMahon now. And you know what? We're going to let McMahon bat, so we're going to grab his card. Simply because we're running out of pitchers, and so I need the pitcher batting card for McMahon. There it is. And we may have to pitch McMahon tired in the next inning. And that's a 76, which will be a defensive result. With a 97, and that will be a fly ball right field. What is Alou? Matty Alou in right field is a 2. He is in right field, a 97 and a 2, and that's going to be off his glove for a 2-base error. And that puts the go-ahead run McMahon. McMahon is average runner, and he will be fast now with 2 outs, and it's May. So Billy Odell on the pitch, and that is a 65. Struck it out to end the inning. McMahon is up and on the mound, and he is facing Pagan. So McMahon is now tired. I'll show you how that works. He's gone 2 innings. Let me see if he's retired 3 in a row. Actually, he has to go 3 innings in a row, so retiring everybody, so no. So he is tired right now. So he will be a tired pitcher facing Pagan. Pagan will get the advantage. Here's the pitch. And that's a 14. A 14 is a strikeout. But we can look at a 64, and that's going to be a base on balls because we can switch from Pagan's card to the pitcher card, and that's going to put Pagan on first. He's very slow. We're going to get a pinch runner for Pagan. It's going to be a Amalfitano running. Let's check Amalfitano real quick here. See his speed and see if we can steal a base. It's a good opportunity. Lead runner gets on base. He's very fast, and he steals. Didn't steal very many bases, but we can try one here. He's a 10 plus 1, and I don't think the catcher has anything. Let's see what happens there. Let's see the catcher. Wow. He's a 0, so it's an 11, right? 10 plus 11. Let's see what happens. There he goes, and he is safe, just safe with an 11. Stolen base from Amalfitano. He did have 7 stolen bases and 400 at-bats. So it's going to be Odell now. Billy Odell, we're going to get a pinch hitter against McMahon. It's going to be Haller. We almost used up the whole bench. Let's look for Haller here, Tom Haller. And we are going to allow Haller to hit, not a great hitter, 145 the pitch, and 16, which will be a swing and a miss, struck him out. Oh wait, actually, with a 16. That becomes a 66, and that's a base on balls. Oops. Oops. Again, the McMahon is tired. Let me look and see who I have on in the bench that I can bring out. You know what? I'm going to go with, I do have a pitcher, Jabowski. I'm going to go for call on Jabowski. He's coming in. Okay, Mo Jabowski. Let's find him. And we're probably going to get a bunt here. Davenport. So Mo Jabowski comes in. Davenport's bunting. There it is. It's a 0-1. It's a deep drive. A deep drive on a bunt. If it reads off the batter car, scored as a pop out, and lead runner gets doubled off. Oh no, popped out. And yikes. Deep drive 0-1. Ouch. That's popped up. Second, the catcher gets it, whips it down to second base, and they get him off of Tano. Holy no, boy. So it's a two assist, and then who snuck in there? Who was bad? Righty was batting, so it's the second baseman who snuck in there. And it's 2 outs now. And now wait, the Malfitano's out. I'm gonna go back, do that again. So it's a pop-up. And pop up to the catcher, and the catcher gets an assist, goes to second baseman, out at second, safe at first. Yeah. Okay, so he gets an assist. There we go. All right. And Davenport's on at first. So Jabowski gets out of it with a pop-up bunt. And here's Chuck Hiller with a 67, and that'll be a base on balls. Again, pushes the winning run to second base, and here's Willie Mays. And the pitch to Willie Mays, a 13. That's line base hit coming around. They're waving Davenport around. Here's the throw, and he is safe. The ball game is over. Willie Mays with the walk-off victory. And that's all she wrote. Billy O'Dell gets the victory. Don McMahon gets the loss. Willie Mays is the MVP. Let me go over see if anybody really stood out. Alu with 3 hits today. Mays and McCovey each had 2. Mays had 3 RBIs. For the Braves, it was 2 RBIs for Frank Thomas with that 2-run shot. And that's it. The Giants go 13-12. The Braves fall to 11-11. And Willie Mays with that 2-out hit in the bottom of the 11th inning to win the game for the Giants. The Giants had 4 runs, 9 hits, 4 errors. The Braves had 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. This is Deep Drive Baseball. Ask me any questions you need to in the comments, and I will get back to you. Take care.